Hey everybody, this is Reef Diary, day 1. So I got the idea from Mark Levinson. He started doing a Reef Diary where he just documented every day what he did with his tank. And I thought that was actually a really awesome, cool idea. And I can show you guys what it takes and what I have to do every day to take care of the fish and the coral and whatnot. Today was kind of a short, rushed day. I only had a couple hours off between shifts, so I had to kind of expedite what I was accomplishing with the fish. So today all I did was I emptied out the skimmer cup. I drained all of the icky fish poo out of that, which just smells worse than anything I've ever smelled in my entire life. It's absolutely horrendous. I plan on eventually buying a skim mate locker so that I don't have to smell that ever again. Then I just double checked. I noticed that we were running low on RODI water and I needed to top that off because I wasn't sure how much longer what was left in there would last. I'll try and get a better angle the next time for tomorrow's Reef Diary, and that way you can see down into the stand of what I'm actually accomplishing down there. So I had to fill that up. I've got a big 32-gallon Brute trash can that just has RODI water in it, and another 32-gallon Brute trash can that has fresh salt water in it as well. Just holding there, mixing, just so that it doesn't sit stagnant or anything. I also double-checked, made sure that all of the coral, all of the inhabitants were around. I did see the lettuce nudibranch, which I didn't see yesterday. I couldn't find him. I thought he either got picked off by something or sucked into a pump, which after only having for a day probably would have made me really pissed off if he went and got himself sucked into a pump. But I found him. He's up on that top rock. I also just make sure that everybody's happy, healthy, coral-wise. I'll pop some pictures in as we go through just to show you how they're doing and what they are. And we'll touch base on each one individually, in a later time. But it's a lot of getting up and getting down. At some point, I do want to make the top off water refill using the Apex. It's not really a difficult thing. I just haven't gotten around to doing it. I also cleaned the glass, and of course, last but not least, I always feed the fish, because like me, they're hungry, and they like having a full belly. That was just me cleaning off. I had some salt water spill on the back panel when I was really scrubbing the other day, and I just didn't like how it looked. That's a mag float max, because we have such thick acrylic panels. I had to get the max one, which is good up to over an inch thick of acrylic or glass, and it just swoops back and forth. It has a blade side for the hard to get chunklets of algae, and then it has a little felt pad side, which is fine for what's on there now. It's just some film algae. And scrub-a-dub-dub, scrub-a-dub-dub. And I figure we'll have one of these every day, just to show, even if I only have a short day like today, that I'm able to actually get and spend with the tank. I actually didn't have any time that I just got to sit there and just hang out with them, which, it kind of sucks, but that's why I like having to do something every day, because then even if it's only for 5 or 10, 15 minutes, I think I was down there today, I still get to spend a little bit of time with them. There goes the food. Some LRS Reef Frenzy as usual. Tomorrow I actually won't have time to feed them, so it'll be up to the Apex to feed them some pellets, which is just their crossover diet pellet food, which they actually really like a lot. I don't think the shrimp came out today either. I also haven't seen the sand sifting starfish in probably a week. I took a picture of him. I'll pop it up here, or a video. I think I have a short video of him too, actually. Of him, I saw him about a week ago, and before that we hadn't seen him in a week again, which is really cool. I mean, some people don't like it, but I like little surprises. I also got a couple packages in from Bulk Reef Supply. They had their 300K giveaway, and I bought some things that I needed, a couple extra things that were just like nice to have items. This is the bigger box. I think it has some silicone tubing. It also has a media reactor that I'm going to hook up to run some carbon through it. I have a double one, but the double one isn't going to fit inside of the stand, which doesn't help me at all. And yeah, I know this is an absolutely horrible angle as well. Yep. There's a heater. I realized I had an extra heater for the quarantine and treatment tanks, but I didn't have a spare heater to take care of the tank, the main tank, which when I realized that, I kind of freaked out and hurried on and bought one, because the last thing you want is something to fail and you not have an extra. Rule number one is you always have extras of everything. I do have an extra return pump. I have literally at least one of everything extra, just in case. Here's the other box. They pack everything really nice. It comes with those sealed air, and I always pop them and I take them over to Giant, because they actually recycle the plastic film, which I always thought just went in the regular recycling, but apparently it doesn't. Well, that's everything for the day. Have a great day. Don't forget to like and subscribe so that you get notified when the next videos come out. I'll talk to you later.